Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to have this wonderful opportunity to come to you today in a very special way and lead you in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. As always, this is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural and normal response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because mourning is a good thing. I want to thank you for joining us on today. Give people an opportunity to come on into this room. If this is a blessing to you, it's going to be a blessing to somebody else. So make sure you like and share. Tag somebody in this post so that they too can be blessed on today. Today, my brothers and sisters, it is day 139. I hope you found this message right on time. We're going to talk about feelings of relief and release in grief are normal. How feelings of relief and release in grief are normal. Feelings of relief and release in grief are normal. Let's talk about it, y'all. There are good reasons why grieving people sometimes feel a sense of relief or release after the death of someone loved. If the death followed a difficult illness, for example, or if the person who died suffered from mental illness or addiction, it's natural for the grief of those left behind to be tinged with some degree of relief. Some of you may have felt, depending on the loss, change, and transition that you've experienced in your life, depending on how the person transitioned, some of you may have felt release and relief. And I don't know if you felt guilty about it. I don't know if you wanted to articulate that or share those feelings with other people. Maybe you felt some type of way. But I absolutely love this lesson because it just helps us to see this from a different vantage point. That there are some times when we experience loss, change, and transition. There are some times when somebody who does pass away, depending on the nature of the circumstances, like as the devotion says, a prolonged illness or addiction, whatever the case may be, we feel a sense of release and we feel a sense of relief. There are people that we hate to see suffer. We hate to see people in pain. We hate to see people going through. And when that transition occurs, right, sometimes you may feel release or relief. And this is what you got to know and understand. It's normal, right? Nothing is wrong with you. It's normal. You don't want to see people suffer. You hated to see people sick. You hated to see people navigate through all of that, right? It is normal, and that's okay. Check this out. It's normal. You got to know and understand that. Feelings of relief are normal in grief, and if I feel them, that's okay. They don't equate to a callous or a lack of love for they don't equate to a callousness or a lack of love for the person who died. My grief contains whatever it contains. Everything belongs. Y'all, it doesn't equate to a lack of love or callousness for the person who died. Some of you may have been wrestling with that. Some of you may have faced that. Some of you may have seen that. And maybe you felt some type of way. And maybe you have been facing that or feeling that, or that's just been locked up on the inside of you. And maybe this devotion will give you some sense of relief or release to let you know it's normal, like it's okay. It doesn't mean that you didn't love them any less. It doesn't equate to some sense of callousness. No, it's normal, and you can walk in the freedom of what you've been feeling. Right? My grief contains whatever it contains, and this is the thing, y'all. Everything belongs. Understand this about the nature of grief. It contains whatever it contains. And here it is. Everything belongs, right? Is what you feel. Nobody can tell you how you feel or what you feel as it relates to grief. It contains whatever it contains. And I love this, everything, everything belongs, right? So here it is. Here's the final thought, y'all. I want you to think about this. I'll I'll be well served to remember relief is not about a lack of love. It is often an expression of love. That relief is not about a lack of love. It is often an expression of love. Today is day 139. I hope this message was right on time. Feelings of relief and release in grief are normal. Feelings of release and relief in grief are normal. Any questions, comments that you may have? I appreciate y'all joining us on today. Any questions or comments that you may have? Good morning, Miss Jasmine Fox. Hope and pray all is well with you on today. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, everybody. Any questions regarding this lesson? I would ask if anybody experienced that, but I don't want you. You ain't got to put your business out there. Just know it's normal, right? Just know it's normal. If you and even moving forward, sometimes you're relieved that things are over, right? You're relieved that dang, it's over, right? And that's any loss, change, and transition. Sometimes the suffering can be so severe that you're like, man, I'm glad this is over. Amazing as always. Thank you. Thank you, Brother Manson. Thank you, Brother Manson. Anybody else? Nope. Well, I hope and pray y'all have a sensational Saturday. Hope and pray y'all have a sensational Saturday. Make sure y'all continue to feel, reveal, and heal. That's how we navigate through this grief journey. We feel, we reveal, and we heal. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time. Let's go.